I've spent my entire adult life making whatever house I'm living in feel more like home to me. And along the way, I've realized that there's really something special in getting to do that same thing for the people that I love too. So when my sister asked me if I would help spruce up her laundry room, I was more than happy to say yes, but only on one condition. They should let me share it with you guys. I'm kidding, I would have done it even if she wanted me to keep it off of the internet. But lucky for us, she said she didn't care that I share it. So come with me as I transform her very builder basic laundry room into a space with more color, pattern, texture, and personality. Welcome to part 1 of my sister's laundry room makeover. Okay, so here's what we're working with. It's just your standard builder grade laundry room. If you've seen one, then you've seen them all. And in this case, there's no natural light, there's not a whole lot of storage, and there's definitely nothing that would make you excited to walk through the door. In case you're wondering why these cabinets over here look like this, it's because our dad actually built them a few years ago just so that she'd have something in here for storage. And the plan was always for me to paint them, but life got busy, and well, here they are, very much unfinished. And then there's the wallpaper. She bought this paper years ago with plans to put it on this one accent wall here. But as is the case with so many home projects, it's really easy for I'll do that this weekend to turn into I've had this sitting in a box for 3 years. So our plan is pretty simple. We're gonna finish the cabinets that are already here. We're gonna add a few more above the washer and dryer for more storage, and finally use up the wallpaper that she's been hanging on to and bring in more color and character and personality into the space. Oh, and she's given me a $2,000 budget to do it with. Is this gonna be possible for me? I don't know. Let's find out. You know how I just told you that she bought enough paper to do one accent wall? Well, imagine her reaction when I told her that I hate accent walls and that I would not be doing one. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion of mine, but I just think that accent walls are almost never a good idea. I told her I would rather wallpaper the entire room, but she was not sure that she really wanted that wallpaper on all the walls. So we compromised, and I told her I would add beadboard wainscoting 2/3 up the wall, and then we would put the wallpaper above that wainscoting. It was much less expensive to buy 6 sheets of beadboard paneling for the walls versus the extra wallpaper we would need. Plus, I like this idea so much more because it just is going to add another extra layer of character and texture to the room. It'll be an actual miracle if this truly works, but I'm gonna try to cut one piece and see if it'll fit. 34. Okay. Good grief. Is that on with wet paint or what? Gosh, you're gonna have to this. All right, here's how it's looking at the end of day 1. Not as much progress as I hoped for, but that's usually how it goes. I brought some of the wallpaper that she's already ordered over to my house so that I can kind of start picking out some colors and just have a few options. So Okay, so what I'm thinking initially is I'm kind of wanting to paint the cabinets in this minty background color of the wallpaper and the wainscoting in white, and then maybe bringing in this fun golden orangey color for the back side of the door. That's initially what I'm thinking, but I reserve the right to change my mind later on. I've got my Sherwin-Williams deck here. I'm just gonna kind of pick through it and pull out some of the colors that I think will closely match in this mint color. That one looks good. Acanthus, that looks really good. And there's not a blue in this wallpaper. When I first saw this wallpaper, I thought that this was a dark navy, but upon closer inspection, it's black. But a navy or a dark blue color, I think would coordinate really well. In fact, the color down from Acanthus on this color card, I think looks really good. So maybe we could bring that in as an accent somewhere, maybe. But it's just a thought for now. For the orange color, I don't know. I don't even know if she'll go for it. This one down here is called Harvest Gold. I think it looks, now it's not like a dead ringer match, but I think once on the wall, it would look pretty good, or on the door. I'm in my dining room right now, and I'm not going to pick and finalize colors here in my dining room. We will take these and go into her room and like look at them there in her lighting situation, because it will be completely different. I just wanted to get a couple of things pulled out first. Write these down so we'll have some things to look at. Cool. Awesome. One last thing before we get going, I wanted to take just a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Ritual. Now, you guys know that I spend a lot of time and energy fixing up and working on my home because that's what I love. And lately I'm trying really hard to remind myself that it is important to take as much time and energy and focus on myself as I do in my home and my projects. So one habit that I have added into my daily routine is taking Ritual's Essential for Women multivitamin 18+. Ritual is designed to fill the nutrient gaps that probably all of us have within our diets, but what made me trust Ritual the most is how transparent they are. All of their products are made traceable, and that means that they show us exactly where the key ingredients they use come from and why they're there. They've also earned a USP verification, which is a third-party quality certification that less than 1% of all multivitamins can boast about. This multivitamin can be taken with or without food, and I'm really spotty on if I eat breakfast or not. Most of the time I don't, so I always take 2 of these in the morning on an empty stomach, and it's never once left me with an upset stomach. And my most favorite part about it, which might be a little bit weird, but it has just the tiniest hint of mint. Ritual calls it an essence of mint, and I think that that is a perfect adjective for it because it almost feels like I've eaten a breath mint after I take this, and which is really nice because if you kind of belch later in the morning, it doesn't leave you wanting to gag. I know that's a little bit gross to say, but if you have ever taken a multivitamin, you know exactly that little I'm talking about. Since Ritual is subscription-based, I never have to worry about running out because it just shows back up at my door. If I had to worry about me repurchasing, it just wouldn't happen. So I love that this is just easy and I don't have to think about it. So if you're like me and you feel like you could benefit from taking a multivitamin, which trust me, we can all benefit from taking a multivitamin, you can use my link in the description below or scan this QR code for 25% off your first order. Plus, listen, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They've got flexible delivery options. You can easily cancel at any time if you so choose, and it's always free shipping. Thank you very much to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. All right, welcome back. So this is day 2. Here's the thing. I would love to finish getting the beadboard on the wall right now. However, the cabinets that go along the wall over here have not come in yet. They're not supposed to be delivered until, or they're not supposed to be in store until tomorrow. I can't put the beadboard up until the cabinets are up. So I need to switch directions. I guess I can work on the countertop. I feel like I'm in a game of hurry up and wait, but I really want to keep moving forward. I guess let's work on the countertop. Oh, I don't think I've mentioned it. She would really like to have an outlet along this wall. She doesn't have one. So I've asked her dad to come and add another one. He says he can do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I can change an existing light fixture sometimes. That's like the extent of my electrical abilities. I hate doing electric stuff. So I have not attached this piece yet. I'm gonna wait for him. Hopefully he can do that today. Come on, Dad. It's not like he's busy doing hay or anything. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is so heavy. Okay. That is so, why is this so much heavier than I was anticipating? Holy cow. Okay. I'm gonna need help with this. So there's nobody here to help right now. I was planning on cutting this with my skill saw, but how am I even gonna do that? Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it to cut it with skill saw? That's not even gonna work. New plan. It's so hot out here. Holy cow, it's so hot. I'm melting. Okay, so we're not gonna do the countertop right now. Can't do the beadboard right now. I wanted to wait and prep all the cabinets at the same time, but I'm out of other options to keep moving forward right now. So I guess let's do these cabinets. I'm gonna take these to my garage because that's where my tools are at. I don't know if I've mentioned yet, my sister lives like a quarter mile up the road from me. Super close. It is so miserably hot. So I'm gonna set up a fan, a little workstation, and I'm wearing a face full of makeup. It's like melting off of me. Oh yeah, this will be nice. This afternoon wasn't exactly going according to plan. I was waiting on my dad to finish baling hay so he could install an outlet. I was waiting on the new cabinets to arrive before I could finish the paneling. And I was waiting on somebody to help me wrestle the countertop into place. For a minute, I was tempted just to call it a day. But I've learned that on projects like this, there's almost always something you can do. Sanding the cabinet doors was not next on my list, but it was something I could make progress on, and sometimes that's enough to keep the momentum going. Should I be here? All right, let's see if it fits. As you can see here, there's now magically an outlet on the wall. While my husband was getting the upper cabinet installed, my dad showed up to wire the new plug, and I totally spaced out and forgot to turn the camera on him, but voila, outlet. Now we pray they fit. All right, so now that the doors are on and level, I'm trying to decide if I want to attach this piece of molding that has the fat part up and the tapered edge down like this, or the other way around, the smaller tapered end is up and the fat part's down. I don't know. Was a dumb idea to leave the saw at my house and just bring pieces down to cut. I should have just taken the saw up there. I just didn't want to load up yet another tool, and it's so big and so bulky, and I couldn't fit it in my car. Too much of an ordeal to take the saw to her house. So instead I've been making multiple quarter-mile trips over and over and over and over and over. I'll get all my measurements, bring the trim down once, cut it all perfectly the first time, and it would be no big deal. I must think I'm Bob Vila or something. This way. So it's always around this part of the project where most people start to kind of wonder what it is they're doing, why they started this, and they start to have a little freak out moment. And I'm not immune to that feeling either. No matter how many rooms I make over, how many times I do something like this, I always get to about this part and think, what is even happening here? If you can just stay the course and keep the vision and just will your way through this messy middle part, the end is going to be worth it, I promise. Actually, I can't promise that because I don't know. We're sitting in a pretty good position. I've almost got all the bones done. I've got all the paneling up. The trim work is almost finished. I have to add a few more baseboards and I have to get a different piece of molding for the top of the cabinets since the crown molding that I originally wanted isn't going to work because I made a boo-boo. So yeah, next episode is going to be all the fun stuff. Since we've gotten all of this out of the way, I'll be able to finalize the paint colors for the paneling and for the cabinet, get the butcher block countertop stained, and get the wallpaper on. I cover up these gray walls. So yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you will see when part 2 comes back. Oh, by the way, part 2 has to come really soon because my sister told me she's hosting a party here in her house, it was like 4 or 5 days from right now. So I don't have a lot of time. So anyway, part 2 will be coming at you really soon. See you then.